All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new Lambda class daily for the Ethereum consensus client. I'll go search for the YouTube link so that we can share it in Telegram. All right, I have the link. Let's share it real quick. And yeah, the link is shared, so I think that we can start with the daily updates. Gaston, do you want to go first?
Sure. Well, I've been working on the checkpoint sync algorithm. Uh, we had a bug um, when restarting the node, and it was due to we were not updating correctly the head slot, but that was fixed in your PR, the one in the state on memory one. So yeah, I merged those changes now that is merged, and I checked that it was working. So that's good. And then I made a little change to when restarting the node to sync from the last slot, from the last block that we have processed. So instead of the last finalized one, because we were downloading blocks from the last finalized one, and then we were not using those blocks because we already had those. So I made that little change, and I will. Well, I already set that PR as ready for review, so those are my updates.
That's amazing. Thanks for the updates, Rodri.
Yeah, sure. So I've been working on the refactor for the validator state management, and it was ready for review yesterday. But I continue working throughout the day to clean the duties model, mainly because I wasn't convinced about the state of it. So I continue cleaning it, and I find a small bug regarding the build of payloads that are for the next block. So I found that if we have to build the new block for a slot in the next epoch when we have an error there, I already solved it doing the same that we were doing regarding calculating epochs ahead of time. I'm not so convinced that that would work really. So it's working because it's working in the same way it was working before, and it was working in kurtosis. But probably there is something that we need to look there, and I'm going to create an issue for that. But yeah, it's working now and ready for review.
All right, so let me see if I understand correctly. So you basically saw something that is weird, but it's the same now that it was before. So like we only need to do some research to make sure that it works, or is there something else?
Yes, no, I have an issue that it was there before, but I already solved it. It was related to if we are in the 31 slot, for example, and we need to move to the 32, and the 32 is a proposer, we need to have calculated the epoch, right? We need to have the duties calculated for the next epoch because we need to know that the proposer is in the next slot. That was already working in the previous version. I didn't move that into the new one because one of the things I thought was we can't calculate the validators for the next epoch until we start the next epoch. And that's something that I think that I need to check a bit. It's working now. I just calculated the next epoch and the duties are there. But if the validator changed, someone has added to the network, we are calculating the duties for something that is not really there yet. I guess I need to investigate that a little bit.
Yeah, that's some edge cases that we need to check. It's most like yeah, epoch boundaries. It's
Yes.
something that needs to be checked. But yeah, fully agree on that. Okay, thanks for the update then. Anything else? Okay, perfect. So as for me, I yeah just recently merged the states in memory PR, which concludes my work for last week. The last couple of days, I've been doing some research on how to make the hash tree root of the new state faster. I checked what other clients do and did some study. And yeah, basically the main technique to achieve that is to basically have the hash tree root of the previous one and the new one, and only recalculating the nodes that are changed between transitions, because not all of the beacon state is changed at once. Basically, a small part of it is changed. So not all of the hashes need to be recalculated. It's a whole rabbit hole in itself, but the basics are that and no more than that. I found Lodestar solution very interesting because they use different representations for SSC types depending on what they use. For instance, for state transition or for simple message serialization, deserialization in gossip. And that's a very interesting thing to study. But outside of that, yeah, that's the work that I've been doing the last couple of days. So I think that we're ready for the general updates, like for each one's updates. Just as a general comment, both Gaston and I have been temporarily reassigned to a new project in Lambda class, so we'll not be joining the updates in the next, I don't know how much time. So yeah, for now, Rodri, good luck with that. You're on your own now, but we will definitely be supporting you, even if we will not be coding here. So yeah, this is also kind of a hands-off reunion for the handover. Sorry, not hands-off. Handover reunion. Yeah. So basically, that's it. I don't have any more updates on myself. This project still continues. So yeah, best of luck, Rodri, with that. And we may be back in the following months. We'll see. I don't think I have any more updates. Do we have any comments or questions? All right, I think that's it for today then. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll see you all, well, not myself, but we'll keep updates for